embarrass me like that.
I didn't even tie it there.
Kiss me up.
Okay, defending. What is up, everybody? Today we are catching up with the people who are responsible for creating the hits for some of your faves, and we are so excited because you guys just thinking these hits come easy, but do not worry, Catch Up is here to fill you in on what actually goes behind creating hits. And today the first person we are catching up with is Marley Notes. We caught up with him last year when he came through to the studio with Dice for a hit that he created, which is 24 Deep. And today we're going to find out who else he's worked with in the industry and why he decided to become a producer. Marley Music, how you doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having us in your studio. This is where all the magic happens.
Of course.
Let's talk about your journey. How did you get into this industry? How did you become a producer?
I've always had music in me. I was an artist before I became a producer, and eventually, the whole production thing just called me. Every time I saw a producer produce a beat, I was like, what if I did that? I think I can. And then
just like that. Yeah. So you are a self-taught producer.
Most definitely. But I wouldn't say that. It would be taking credit from people who deserve the credit. I learned from other producers. The first producer I ever learned from was Scenic.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's some producer from Okanji. He's one of the oldest producers I know, and he's young, but I mean he's been producing for the longest of times, and also RUK and NH Mill. For me, music, the whole production is not like about fun or whatever. It's just it's life for me. It brings joy to my heart to see somebody dance to my tune or laugh to my tune.
Tell us about what goes into actually creating a beat.
A lot. It's a lot. First of all, it has to be a vibe. It has to be like a whole energy. If you have people that have the wrong energy around you at the time you're creating that beat or whatever, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be But creating a vibe, the studio. You see how it's set up. You see we play games. We are out here. We sing. We chilling. Then.
You've worked with Dice, you've worked with Swazis, you've worked with Kalux. What was your most memorable project that you've worked on as a producer, as Marley Notes?
My most memorable project is Excellence of Dice, because it wasn't just a project to work on, it was like a whole experience. It was nice, it was up and down, it wasn't just produced here, we produced it here, went to Windu, produced it, a couple of studios came back. It was a whole experience.
What do you think actually is the problem with Namibian producers, Namibian hits, Namibian beats that are created here?
I would not love to answer that question.
Why? You want to play the fifth? Do you feel like you're going to hurt some people's feelings? We need to know the honesty, because I do feel like it has to do with the equipment. I feel like a lot of producers don't have the right equipment to produce the right type of beats. What do you think?
It's not the equipment.
Tell us what you think, Marlon.
I've produced 24 Deep from just a regular computer. And I always try my level best. Always try my level best to bring out quality. It's very important. Besides the melodies, besides the first thing you need to bring out is quality. Somebody, when you hear the kick, you need to hear the kick. Feel the kick. It's very important. It's not the equipment the person has. It's just the man hours he's willing to put in to be able to produce something that is quality. Because it's not just wake up and produce and then boom. It's wake up at 12 in the evening and stay up until 5, and you are learning and taking courses online, because to be honest, I don't really know any school in Namibia that really teaches a production to a level that it needs to. I don't. And for most of us, we really don't have the money to travel out of the country, go learn these things and come back. So take online classes, they are just as good.
Do you feel like Namibia is in dire need of a producing school?
If you really wish to see the industry go, you need to invest in a school that will teach these up and coming kids to really produce stuff that are quality. Otherwise, we are just going to be having them 2008 beats, you know. We are going to keep having them. But if you really, you know, teach these kids to produce quality stuff, we will have quality music, and you know, they won't be able to ignore us like they are currently ignoring us, because there's good music in Namibia, but the problem is the quality and that and all that. But you know, if we really step up our game with the quality, the quality game, they will never be able to ignore it.
Are there any producers that have been in the game so long that you look up to and that you feel are still doing the thing in Namibia?
Nah, I don't look up to any of these guys because I don't really have whatsoever connection with any producer in the country.
Like, so you are now a producer, you like fuse back into being a musician. So what can we expect on your album? I'm sure you're putting in man hours in there.
Listen very carefully, bro. My album is nothing the whole country have ever heard. It's new, it's fresh, it's the new sound. Because what I've also learned about the Namibian industry is they keep producing records that sound like them old records. It's something that needs to, you know, catch up with the sound. Come on. Catch up with the sound outside, and then, you know, take that sound and that's the sound that's outside. Now you're still producing your in-house things.
So your album is going to be a hip-hop album? Or what genre your album be?
I don't even have a hip-hop song.
Wow, you don't have a hip-hop song?
Yeah, my album is an Afrobeat. Like I said earlier, I listen a lot to Wizkid.
Okay.
I do produce hip-hop beats, of course, like 24 Deep, we did the thing. But my album is Afro-fusion, you know, the whole Afro beats thing. I'll play you guys a few records.
Okay, we can't wait to hear. Because it seems like you're very confident in your craft, and that is what we love to see. Guys, we are catching up with Marley Knows. We're going to be listening for some of the songs from his upcoming album. And he's saying that all you got to do to create some quality music is simply just put in the man hours. So hours, work. And that is how you are going to be successful in life. Can we like hear you do some like recording?
Of course. Yes.
Okay, let's check this out, guys.
Coconut at the ocean. I'm sipping coconut at the ocean. Coconut at the ocean. And there's a million places you could rather be, but right here next to me, 'cause I got what you need. I'm sipping coconut at the ocean.
We had such a memorable experience here in the studio where Marley Knows creates all of the magic in O-Town, of course. And yeah, I have to say, guys, we learned so much, and I hope you did as well, because we learned that all you got to do is simply just put in the man hours. So if you're a producer out there, an upcoming producer, you want to do this, actually, you got to know it's not about the equipment that you have, it's all about the man hours you put in. So Marley Knows, thank you so much for teaching us something. And yeah, man, we have so much fun here. We even played table soccer, and I did the thing. Until next time, from your girl Trina, it is bye.